Welcome to Course 5, Introduction to Video Editing. So let's jump into it. This should be a fun one. So first off, we're going to want to get our captures from our game, from our video that we're creating. So download the Xbox Console Companion and go to your game captures and then go to on Xbox Live. I've already downloaded all these. I've saved one to download for you guys. And just press download, and it will download to a folder in your videos called captures. And that's where all of your captures will be. So we did that. I'm going to open up Wondershare Fillmore 9. I already have a project set up. If you don't have this editor, if you have money, you can buy it. If you don't have money, you can pirate it. It's pretty easy to pirate. Don't act like you heard that from me, but if you don't have the funds and you really want to use the editor I'm using, there is that option. It's there. So, however, if you don't want to do that and you want to get another editor, there's tons of free editors out there that can help you on your way. You don't need anything too complex to make a video like this. As long as you're able to put clips together and you have an audio track that you can put in, if your editor allows you to do that, then you can create a pretty decent video. And black bars and color correction. That's also pretty important. So, we have our track. If you want a track to download on YouTube, you find a really good song, you like that, you want to use it, you can use a website called y2mate.com. This will allow you to download it as an MP3, which is an audio file, and use that in your video. However, some, I guess, studios or music groups you can look up that are really, really good at making epic music is Real Slow Motion, Audio Machine, and Two Way. Those are the three people that make really, really good music, solid music, and all their tracks are really good. So, yeah, there's some exceptions like this guy, but those are generally the ones I would recommend using. And, keep a folder full of epic music. If you really want to make some videos, it's good to have a good folder of music to kind of go through. So we're going to be using this Blue Monday epic kind of remix by this guy, Sebastian Bohm. So, let's start off. First off, we're going to want to get our establishing shot. So, for this editor, you just drag and drop. Oh, I did not import it. Hold on. So you have to import, and this is where you find your captures. So, I believe it's this one. Most recent one. All right. Drag and drop that in. Bam. And I always keep my audio in. So gunshots and all that is kept in. I don't leave it completely silent. So my other ones I would, but I don't do that anymore. So for transitions, fading into something is a good way to start off a video. So we're going to fade into this clip. I'll show you how that looks. It's a little slow. So we're just going to have a quick fade. Nothing too crazy. Just a quick fade to start it off. That's pretty good. Make it shorter. You just want to make it nice and quick. Bam. It's not bad. And for clips like this, I took two, so I'm going to split it, and I'm going to find my other establishing shot. Bam, just like that. I'm going to wait until the bass gets kind of funky. So that is our establishing shot. With all the cuts here, you're going to want to just not put any transitions in between them. And we're also going to want to add our black bars. So for Filmora, it is found in Elements. So I think it's, or is it in Effects? It's in Effects. Cinema 29 by 9, we'll drop that right on top. We'll kind of drag that out for a few minutes. See, that adds some cinematic black bars. And we're also going to want to color correct. So for Filmora, sorry if I am talking a little weird. I have a canker sore. My mouth is kind of numb. So for Filmora, if you go here, there's a little color kind of palette thing. I don't know how it works for other editors, but this will have some color correction presets that you can play with. You can go cool, really warm, small things, boost your color. So we're gonna kind of find one that isn't so blown up. You can also adjust these too. So I'll do that, and I'll start playing with this. Figure out what kind of works for us. Turn up the vibrance a little bit, turn up the saturation just a little bit. So again, it's kind of like editing a photo almost, except you are doing it with a video. I forgot the kind of tint Forge World has. I think it's a green tint. So again, we're just kind of playing with this. Making things look, I guess, a little less washed out, you could say, because Halo Reach has a really washed out look. So for me, generally, I kind of like to make it look a little more realistic, but a little more vibrant. So that's what we're kind of going for here. Don't really play with the whites and blacks. Kind of vignette if you want. I don't do that. So I'm going to say this is a preset. Just name it Forge World. Yes, I want to overwrite. And we'll apply the same preset to every one. So you can see, we'll just run this by. This looks a little more vibrant. Looks a little better than what it usually looks like. So, music. Let's get into what music can do for you. It can do so many things. And I recommend, don't just slap clips together, be like, oh, I'm just going to, let the clips end and I'm going to edit them so they flow nice. Yeah, but also remember, the music plays a huge part too. Sync your clips with your music. Sync the clips with your music. If you have a huge beat that's like, it's rising, it's like da, and then it goes ba, like how music goes, especially in epic music, you'll have some, crescendos up, and then it hits a huge kind of point where there's a large kind of note, or there's some specific very short kind of staccato notes. Try and sync those up with the clips. So if your clip ends, try and match that with a note. You will be surprised how much that enhances a video by just syncing your clips with your notes and having a good good music cohesion with your video. It does wonders for everything, for your video and just how it looks, how it feels. It does fucking wonders. you will be genuinely surprised with how much that actually does for you. So, with that being said, I'm going to start editing this video, and then if I reach a point where I want to kind of talk and kind of show you something, I will, but, kind of expect a lot of fast forwarding here. All right, so I just figured I would jump in here. I've been editing for maybe about an hour now. I got all these shots. I'm going to have to film a little bit more, but that's okay. I just want to show you guys what I mean by syncing music and how that can change a lot. So just watch this thing and watch how each clip here is kind of linked right to the music. So I'll let you watch. So that's about all I have. I might change the last clip up just a little bit, but generally it's synced to the music. You can see how much of a difference that makes instead of just kind of putting each clip in randomly and just letting it kind of draw itself out. Obviously, I got to film a little bit more of an intro shot, and that's okay. I'm going to get some close-ups on some of the members and kind of have it fade into the battle. But that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to stop here because that's really the only example I have to give. As you can see, there's not a lot of transitions. I used one flash transition here into kind of the different music segment. Very quick and not really noticeable. And once you're done, make sure to export it at the highest quality you possibly can. So you're going to want to export it at, here I'll show you. So for my settings, I'm going to go 60 FPS, 1080p, really high settings, and save it where I want to save it. So yeah, that's pretty much editing. A good editing can make or break a video, guys. It can make or break a video. It is so important to get good at it, to kind of understand how things work. And I really suggest that you look at other videos and how they're edited and, in a sense, try and recreate it or gain inspiration from it. It's always good to get inspiration from videos, and this also includes video making. I don't think I talked about this in the video making tutorial, but I'm sure I'll put something in there kind of talking a little bit of a tip. Look at movies. Look at how they're cut, how they're filmed. Try and replicate it. Try and replicate other videos that are really good and well made, or gain inspiration. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching Course 5. Course 5 is a little bit of a different course because you're not going to have to turn anything in. These next few courses are going to kind of be culminating to what you could say is a final project of sorts. Essentially, your kind of last thing to do, and that is creating your first video. That's what you're doing here. So that's all I have to say. You can go on to Course 6, then Course 7, and Course 8. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Good luck.